As the Azure Ox Heavenly Wood Soul Beast blocked the many powerful figures, Xiao Yin, Qing Wenshu, and Qing Air made their way towards the Ghost Moon Well one after another. I didn't expect it to be this easy. I thought we would have to fight a tough battle, Xiao Yin said, arriving near the Ghost Moon Well. He gently stroked the forehead of the flame fiend beast, his eyes filled with affection. Clearly, he hadn't expected this little creature to have such a terrifying background. All woo. The flame fiend beast seemed to thoroughly enjoy Xiao Yan's gentle touch, letting out a series of satisfied growls. Senior Devourer, what should I do about the situation in my body? Xiao Yin asked, watching the flame fiend beast leave the Douqi Sea. Your Douqi Sea situation is quite rare, but this is ultimately a good thing. Didn't you notice? Even though this little guy has devoured all the Douqi in your Douqi Sea, your force of life and death and Douqi remain unaffected, the Master of Souls said in a mysteriously deep tone. That's true, Xiao Yin replied, nodding slightly. Normally, people's Douqi is stored within the Douqi Sea, but in Xiao Yan's case, the Douqi in his Douqi Sea had been completely devoured by the flame fiend beast, yet he could still use the force of life and death. It was indeed strange. The reason you haven't been affected by the Douqi Sea likely has something to do with this little guy, the Master of Souls continued. Flame fiend beast? King of beasts? Xiao Yin asked, shaking his head slightly, clearly unsure why this was the case. The flame fiend beast has devoured your heavenly flames and sacred flame power, so it must be closely connected to you now. Otherwise, it wouldn't have come out to save you in your time of danger. So, I suspect that if you want your Douqi back, you'll have to ask the flame fiend beast for it, the Master of Souls concluded. Ask the flame fiend beast for my Douqi? Xiao Yin felt a headache coming on. If the flame fiend beast truly was the king of beasts, wouldn't this be like trying to take food from a tiger's mouth? Once the king of beasts has swallowed something, is there any reason for it to spit it out? At this point, it seems there's no other choice, Xiao Yin said, steeling himself. He then looked at the innocent-looking flame fiend beast in front of him. Now that there's no one around, let's solve the Douqi Sea problem first. Xiao Yin glanced back at the group being blocked by the Azure Ox Heavenly Wood Soul Beast, with powerful waves of battle energy slowly spreading out. As for Qing Air and Qing Wenshu, they were still some distance from the Ghost Moon Well. You. The flame fiend beast seemed to have heard Xiao Yin mention the Douqi Sea. Its vibrant, 23-colored flames dimmed slightly, as though it were a child who had done something wrong, acting rather mischievous. Did you eat all my Douqi? Xiao Yin asked, unable to suppress a smile as he watched the flame fiend beast's antics. The flame fiend beast, upon hearing this, shook its massive head furiously, denying it. Normally, a person's Douqi Sea contains a vast amount of Douqi, which is the foundation of cultivation. But you, little guy, have devoured it all, leaving nothing behind. How am I supposed to compress the Douqi Sea and form the battle core to advance to Douxian? Not to mention, you even sneaked a bite of my heavenly flames and sacred flame power, Xiao Yin said with a wry smile. However, when he mentioned the heavenly flames and sacred flame power, a hint of caution appeared in the flame fiend beast's eyes. All woo. The flame fiend beast continued shaking its head in response. It seems that the king of beasts really likes the heavenly flames and sacred flame. Could it be that during the ancient battle, it was severely wounded by the foreign evil race and now requires firepower to purify the evil and restore its strength? The Master of Souls muttered to himself, eyeing the flame fiend beast with interest. All right, I don't plan on making you spit everything back out, but my Douqi, you must return to me, Xiao Yin said, smiling at the mischievous flame fiend beast. Boom, boom, boom. The flame fiend beast, hearing this, looked as pleased as a child and began to slowly radiate its immense power, as though preparing something. The flame fiend beast understood that it had devoured too many things from Xiao Yin, Douqi, heavenly flames, and sacred flame power. However, Douqi was of little use to it, so returning it to Xiao Yin was no big deal. But the heavenly flames and sacred flame power were essential to the flame fiend beast's strength, and it could not easily give them back. Seeing this, Xiao Yin furrowed his brow. Clearly, The energy within the flame fiend beast was chaotic, containing not just his heavenly flame's essence, but also sacred flame power and some other forces. This struck Xiao Yin as very strange. All woo. After a few minutes, a mysterious glowing orb seemed to form in the flame fiend beast's mouth. What is this? The ball of light was roughly the size of Xiao Yan's fist, but from Xiao Yan's perception, the immense power contained within it was enough to easily kill a peak Do-D expert. Furthermore, the power within the ball resonated strongly with the flame mantra inside him, clearly indicating that it was his own Do-Chi. Wow, this little guy is truly mysterious. You even managed to compress your Do-Chi? The Devourer of Souls couldn't help but exclaim in shock upon seeing the fist-sized ball of light in the fire fiend beast's mouth. What? Xiao Yin was instantly startled. Although the Devourer of Souls hadn't mentioned it explicitly, Xiao Yin knew that for a Do-Di to advance, they must compress their Do-Chi. To break through to a Do-Xian, a peak Do-Di had to compress all of their Do-Chi into a fist-sized form, which would allow them to form a battle core and qualify to become a Do-Xian. This step might sound simple, but countless geniuses had fallen at this stage, showing just how difficult it truly was. This fire fiend beast is indeed mysterious. There are probably many other secrets you're unaware of, the Devourer of Souls continued. But it's fine. Now that it has already helped you compress your Do-Chi, the next step is to use this ball of light to form your battle core and advance to Do-Xian. Thank you, little one. Xiao Yin reached out and gently absorbed the ball of light into his Do-Chi, then spoke to the fire fiend beast. Woof! The fire fiend beast nodded obediently upon hearing this. Boom! The next moment, the fire fiend beast suddenly erupted in flames, clearly confused about what was happening. What is this? Xiao Yan's face grew cautious at the sight. This is the beginning of a breakthrough. Don't worry about it. Since the problem with your Do-Chi has been solved, just absorb it back. With the power of the two sacred flames you've absorbed, you'll likely step into the next stage. When it wakes up next, a true transformation will likely occur, the Devourer of Souls said with a smile. Indeed, little one, you can't have any accidents now. Xiao Yin immediately pulled the fire fiend beast back into his Do-Chi. As soon as it entered, the beast curled into a ball, vibrant flames swirling around it as it entered a deep meditation state. The two from the Qing family have arrived. After completing these tasks, Xiao Yin noticed Qing Er and Qing Wenshu slowly descending. As the battle began, night had already fallen. The bright moonlight shone down upon the reflection moon pool, lending it a soft and beautiful glow. Brother Xiao Yin. As Qing Wenshu landed on the open space at the center of the reflection moon pool, he greeted Xiao Yin. Brother Qing, you're here? Xiao Yin smiled in response. Brother Xiao Yin, you truly are full of surprises. Who would have thought that even the powerful Azurox heavenly wood soul beast was bought by you? Qing Wenshu commented. Just luck. I happened to have some pills on hand and made a deal with it. Xiao Yin casually downplayed the situation. After all, the fire fiend beast was the king of beasts, and it was better for fewer people to know about it. By the way, this ghost moon well? Xiao Yin quickly changed the subject, noticing Qing Wenshu and the others. Normally, the ghost moon well only reveals its secrets on a full moon night. Although tonight's moon is bright, there's still a day before the full moon, Qing Wenshu explained, glancing over at the ghost moon well, which was about 10 meters in diameter, before looking up at the hanging moon and speaking again. However, it's not impossible to do something about it. At that moment, Qing Er smiled slightly, revealing two adorable dimples. Huh. Xiao Yin was intrigued. What method? He asked, clearly curious, since the ghost moon well had long been surrounded by rumors, and Xiao Yin was eager to see for himself. Brother, let's begin, Qing Er said with a subtle nudge. All right. Qing Wenshu responded, slowly manipulating the storage ring in his hand. As he did so, silver-white light suddenly emanated from the ground at the center of the reflection moon pool. This is... Xiao Yin observed the scene, a vague suspicion forming in his mind as he murmured. The reflection moon pool is actually a marshland, surrounded by dangerous and poisonous swamps. The ghost moon well is located at the center of the pool, though we don't know why there's an open area here. Qing Er explained with a slight nod. My older brother is using some special techniques to make the ghost moon well resonate, so that it aligns with the full moon, she added. The ghost moon well has sentience? Xiaoyan was astonished upon hearing this. Yes, it seems the ghost moon well does have some form of sentience, but that sentience isn't here. It resides beneath the well, Qing Er clarified. I see. All right, that's enough. Qing Wenshu's storage ring in his hand twisted continuously, and soon silver-white light began to pour out in a frenzy. This is some moonlight smoke. While it doesn't have much use, it can obscure the ghost moon well's perception, making it think that tonight is the full moon night. And according to the older generation of strong cultivators in our Ghost King City, the mystery of the ghost moon well can only be revealed on the night of the full moon, Qing Wenshu said slowly, looking at the silver-white mist surrounding them like smoke. So it has this effect? Xiaoyan nodded, understanding as Qing Wenshu explained. All right, get ready. When the ghost moon well emits its silver glow, we can look down into the well. The mystery of the ghost moon well will then be fully revealed. But remember, no matter what you see, do not speak a word. You only have the time of one incense stick. After saying this, Qing Wenshu's eyes remained fixed on the ghost moon well. I wonder if the legend is true, Xiaoyan said with a shrug, but he still followed the instructions. The three of them all focused their gaze on the ghost moon well. At this moment, the ghost moon well was located in the center of the reflection moon pool, the well's opening about 3 meters in diameter. Its small, ancient patterns were intricately carved around the edge. The silver-white mist released by Qing Wenshu slowly circled around the opening. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Suddenly, a gust of cold wind howled from the opening of the ghost moon well, and the silver-white mist, under their watch, surged toward the well's mouth. What's going on? Xiaoyan couldn't help but speak, as he distinctly sensed a dangerous aura coming from the well. Shoo! Qing Wenshu quickly made a gesture for silence, signaling Xiaoyan to be quiet. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. In a blink, the massive silver-white mist was completely devoured by the ghost moon well. We did it. Now, let's... Hurry up, Qing Wenshu said to Xiaoyan, then pulled Qing Er and walked directly toward the well. Xiaoyan quickly followed. Strange, just a moment ago I clearly saw there was no water in the well, but now it's filled with water, and it's even spreading over the edge, Xiaoyan muttered under his breath. Now, at the mouth of the well, the clear, moonlit water filled the well's opening, and through the water, they could see a perfectly beautiful full moon. A full moon on a clear sky. Is it as mysterious as the legends say? Xiaoyan murmured, but he dared not be distracted. He focused all his attention on the well's mouth. As Xiaoyan watched, the image in the well remained calm and still, without any change. 1 minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes. The well still reflected the image of the full moon, and nothing else. Could the ghost moon well be broken? Xiaoyan said, somewhat frustrated. The time for one incense stick was almost up, but Qing Er and Qing Wenshu seemed to have seen something, as they were staring intently at the well. I was hoping to use the ghost moon well's mystery to foresee the future, but it seems it's useless to me. After watching for a few more minutes without any reaction, Xiaoyan gave up. Xiaoyan considered himself not a man of excessive passion. He was already content with Medusa and Sun Er, but he couldn't ignore the fact that he would have to make a perfect promise to Mu Yingying in the future for her sacrifice. Still, he was curious about what the future held. After all, matters of the heart were hard to predict. Since they had encountered such a mysterious thing as the ghost moon well, he naturally wanted to investigate further, but it had not turned out as he had hoped. Have you all finished watching? After a few breaths, Qing Wenshu was the first to break the silence, speaking slowly. Both Xiaoyan and Qing Er replied. However, Xiaoyan noticed that ever since they had looked into the ghost moon well, Qing Er seemed to have something about her that he couldn't quite understand. Since you're done, let's go. The real treasure is beneath the ghost moon well. After Qing Wenshu spoke, he immediately leapt into the well. Xiaoyan, follow me. Qing Er said to Xiaoyan, then leapt into the well as well. There's definitely something below, Xiaoyan said as he looked at the well water quickly descending. He didn't hesitate and jumped in after them. At that moment, the three of them leapt into the ghost moon well. Far away in another realm, something mysterious was unfolding. Monster Realm. In a secret cave, a figure stared at a giant diamond-shaped crystal mirror, shocked. The Ghost Realm actually has the human that Lord Demon Emperor seeks? Gazing at the figure of a man carrying a massive ruler, perfectly projected on the crystal prism before him, a mysterious figure in the cave couldn't help but speak, shock filling his voice. The figure appeared human-like, dignified, with eyes that gleamed like icy stars. Lord Dragonwolf, what's happening? Upon hearing the astonished voice from within the cave, several dozen figures outside rushed in, their eyes brimming with intense demonic aura. The Ghost Realm's aura was almost entirely dark, eerie and sinister in nature, but demonic aura was different, dominant, often green. You arrived just in time. The figure whom all others revered nodded slowly, an unusual light flickering in his eyes. What is this? The newcomers, strange in appearance with tiger heads on human bodies or wolf-headed forms, gazed in astonishment. This human is here to rescue Lord Demon Emperor, Dragonwolf said quietly, his gaze fixed on Xiao Yan's image in the enormous crystal prism. A human to rescue Lord Demon Emperor? Could the legend be true? The beasts couldn't contain their shock at Dragonwolf's words. The sacred flame appears, the flame mantra rises, and the Demon Emperor shall live. Dragonwolf declared, each word pulsing with demonic aura that soared into the sky. Lord Demon Emperor is the true ruler of our monster realm. During the last Great World War, he was suppressed, one beast muttered. Without the Demon Emperor these years, our monster realm has fractured. Another creature muttered, troubled. This time, I will personally go to the Ghost Realm to find this human. A human possessing the sacred flame and the flame mantra can surely help Lord Demon Emperor break free. Dragonwolf's eyes glowed with fervor, clearly connected to the Demon Emperor. Lord Dragonwolf, you must not. If you leave, the other two forces might seize the opportunity to attack us, and without a leader, the consequences could be disastrous, one beast warned. Give the order. All forces under my Black Fiend Dragonwolf command are to halt any battles. If those two attack during my absence, abandon the territory. Once Lord Demon Emperor breaks free, the monster realm will be united once more. The Ghost Realm, the Demon Realm, the Buddhist Realm. They sealed our Demon Emperor using the power of 3 realms. When he is reborn, we will settle both old and new scores. Dragonwolf's tone turned ferociously angry, his aura spreading, distorting the surrounding space. That's it. I'm leaving. With that, Dragonwolf transformed into a streak of light and vanished. Black Fiend Dragonwolf's loyalty to the Demon Emperor is unwavering. But why was the Demon Emperor sealed by the powers of the Ghost Realm, Demon Realm, and Buddhist Realm in the first place? Could it be related to the woman he once brought back? Never mind. Let's guard our territory and hope the others don't learn of Dragonwolf's departure too soon. The oldest beast muttered with a sigh. Meanwhile, the Black Fiend Dragonwolf reached a mysterious location, enveloped in a radiant aura tinged with black, red, and gold hues. Standing prominently on the edge were the characters Demon Fate Celestial Cave. This was none other than the most mysterious place in the monster realm, the Demon Fate Celestial Cave. In each of the 7 realms lies a sacred place, the Shadow Soul Ghost Cave for the Ghost Realm, and here in the monster realm, the Demon Fate Celestial Cave. Maintaining his human guise, Black Fiend Dragonwolf gathered his aura and released gentle green demonic energy, approaching the entrance. "My lord," he said respectfully as he arrived at the entrance of the Demon Fate Celestial Cave. He noticed that the cave was filled with eerie black energy, purifying golden Buddhist light, and the soul-corrupting red aura from the Demon Realm. Although immensely powerful, Black Fiend Dragonwolf dared not enter the cave rashly. After all, the combined power of these 3 realms had once sealed the Demon Emperor himself. Entering now could mean certain death. Dragonwolf, what brings you here? After a few minutes, a voice emerged from within the Demon Fate Celestial Cave, calm yet carrying a commanding force that dismissed all rivals. "My lord, the one you seek has appeared." The Black Fiend Dragonwolf had been following the Demon Emperor for many years, and naturally, He was well aware of the Demon Emperor's strength. If the seal could be broken, the Demon Emperor would undoubtedly unify the monster realm. What? Where is he? The originally gentle voice was now shaken by the words of the black fiend dragon wolf. Trapped in the demon fate celestial cave by the combined forces of the ghost realm, demon realm, and Buddhist realm, was the true and undisputed overlord of the entire monster realm, the Demon Emperor. Now, hearing this, the Demon Emperor was overjoyed because in his current state, life felt worse than death. He had to break free from the seal to accomplish some unfinished business. My lord, according to the recent intelligence from the mystic three heavens, this human has appeared in the ghost realm, said the black fiend dragon wolf. The sacred flame has appeared, the flame mantra is out, and the Demon Emperor lives. However, the person with the flame mantra can only be human. How could he appear in the ghost realm? The Demon Emperor, who was imprisoned in the demon fate celestial cave, hesitated. My lord, I have come to bid you farewell. This time, I will bring him back and completely break your seal, the black fiend dragon wolf said slowly. Dragon wolf, remember, you are the weakest among the three, but you are facing the other two. Be sure not to act rashly. But you are wise, and I believe you will succeed, the Demon Emperor said with a slight pause, speaking softly. Understood. I will not fail in my mission. The dragon wolf nodded slightly upon hearing this. The journey to the ghost realm is long. Be careful of the master of ferocious souls, the Demon Emperor said in a low voice before falling silent again. Understood. The dragon wolf nodded and gave a solemn bow to the demon fate celestial cave before turning and leaving. With the departure of the dragon wolf, the place once again fell into silence. However, a voice filled with resentment slowly spoke. How dare the ghost realm, demon realm, and Buddhist realm imprison me? They caused me to lose so much. When I am reborn, the three realms will fall. As the words faded, an air of contempt and pride, so overwhelming that even the heavens seemed to dim, subtly emerged. With the departure of the black fiend dragon wolf from the monster realm, Xiao Yin and his companions also encountered their own adventures in the ghost realm. Boom, boom, boom. Since they hadn't seen the mysterious ghost moon well, Xiao Yin and his companions jumped into it, clearly aware that there were more important treasures below. What Xiao Yin didn't know was that the ghost moon well had some connection to the mystic three heavens of the monster realm, and he had already attracted the attention of a powerful figure from the monster realm. Are you okay? As they were falling, Qing Er seemed to notice Xiao Yin's brief distraction and couldn't help but ask. I'm fine. We're almost at the bottom of the well, Xiao Yin replied, shaking his head. Just now, Xiao Yin didn't know why, but his spiritual power had faintly sensed a trace of green energy. That green energy was extremely domineering, which made Xiao Yin feel uneasy. Furthermore, the depth of the ghost moon well was far beyond Xiao Yin's expectations, though they hadn't encountered any danger along the way. Was the aura Xiao Yin sensed? The monster chi from the monster realm? Strange. The ghost realm is so far from the monster realm. How could it be? Hopefully, it was just an illusion. Even the devourer of souls was unaware of the secret, so he could do nothing about it. Be careful. The bottom of this well is quite mysterious, and we don't know what kind of guardian it holds, Qing Wenshu said seriously, as a ray of light slowly appeared a few hundred meters below their feet. The ghost moon well has even more secrets. From the depth we just fell, it seems the well is at least several thousand meters deep, Xiao Yin couldn't help but remark. We've arrived, Qing Er said with a playful tone, and the three of them landed directly on the ground. This, I see now. As soon as they landed, Qing Wenshu couldn't help but smile. Brother, what's wrong? Qing Er asked, puzzled. Look there, Xiao Yin said, his gaze sweeping over the area, and now he understood why Qing Wenshu had smiled. At the bottom of the well, there were two paths, one ahead and one behind. Behind them, a pool of icy cold well water completely blocked their way. However, it seemed that the spring was located there, and the spring water had all rushed back to its source, revealing the two paths. In front of them was a dark and mysterious passage, leading to an unknown destination. So, it must be on the night of the full moon for a reason, Qing Er now understood. On a full moon night, the water in the ghost moon well would rise to the top, and the mysterious legend of the clear sky full moon would emerge. However, after an incense stick's time, the water would recede like a tide, returning to the spring and revealing this unknown passage. Just as father said, Qingwen Shu smiled. Let's go. The real treasure should be here. Xiao Yin, always bold and attentive, saw that the path was blocked and there was only one way forward, so he began walking slowly. Let's go. Be careful. There might be some mechanism. Even the people from Ghost King City don't know about this. Only father was lucky enough to enter when he was young. Qingwen Shu smiled. Understood. The faint sound of rustling echoed. As soon as the three made their move, the pitch-black surroundings emitted a chilling and eerie aura. Flame, come, Xiao Yin called softly, and instantly, a ball of blue-yellow flames flickered into existence in his palm. However, under his control, the sacred flame's aura did not spread. Whoosh! As the flames appeared, the dark passage lit up, and wisps of black gas, as though startled, swiftly fled. It seems this kid has many secrets, one of them muttered. We still need to build a relationship. Qingwen Shu's gaze slowly shifted, clearly not as greedy for profit as most. He understood that Xiao Yin was fine as a friend, but as an enemy, he would be quite troublesome. As the flames illuminated the passage, the three of them took in the full view of their surroundings. The passage wasn't straight as usual but curved in a winding shape, leading to an unknown destination. Around them, the walls were carved with intricate patterns, clearly the work of a master. The abundance of such exquisite carvings suggested that the treasure hidden here was extraordinary. This place feels odd. Qingwen Shu spoke first, a hint of worry flashing in his eyes. Brother, what's wrong? Qing Er, who had been carefully protected between Xiao Yin and Qingwen Shu, hadn't noticed anything unusual. The terrain here is curved, not straight. It's a bit like a coiling dragon array, Xiao Yin said, his gaze sharp. Coiling dragon array? Qing Er frowned, clearly confused by the term. A coiling dragon array is a formation used to protect treasures. If it can't be cracked, it could trap you in an endless loop, Qingwen Shu explained. Don't worry, I have a way. Xiao Yin smiled confidently. With that, he closed his eyes and began to channel his core's inscriptions, sending them swirling through the passage. After a few breaths, Xiao Yin opened his eyes again. Follow me, he said, pointing to a wall ahead. This? Qing Er and Qingwen Shu exchanged a glance. Xiao Yin was pointing at a massive wall, seemingly solid. Could they really pass through it? It's just an illusion created by the coiling dragon array, Xiao Yin explained with a smile. Follow me. All right. Qing Er and Qingwen Shu nodded in agreement, and they followed. Bang, bang, bang. Xiao Yin nodded and then, without hesitation, moved forward, crashing straight into the wall. Thud. To their surprise, there was no awkwardness. The wall was effortlessly broken through, and they soon found themselves in an unfamiliar space. Xiao Yin, you're incredible, Qingwen Shu said with a smile as they exited the coiling dragon array. This should be the main entrance, Xiao Yin said, pointing to a massive bronze door standing ahead, several dozen meters in front of them. The towering bronze door, exuding a desolate aura, loomed before them. We should be cautious, Qingwen Shu advised as Xiao Yin approached the bronze door. It's fine, trust me, Xiao Yin said confidently. He had already used his soul power to probe through the door, seeing the scene beyond in his mind. Behind the bronze door was a grand pill hall. I trust him, Qing Er said, gently pulling on Qingwen Shu's sleeve as he looked hesitant. Then let's go, Qingwen Shu said, and the three of them walked forward. Boom, boom, boom. With their concerns alleviated, Xiao Yin pushed the massive bronze door effortlessly. As his hand gently made contact with the door, it moved without resistance, swinging open easily. Boom, boom, boom. As the door creaked open, a desolate aura emanated, tightening their hearts. Behind the massive bronze doors lay another vast space, but it was unlike any typical hall. This chamber held rows of furnaces and several stone pillars emitting a strange glow. Looming through this array of structures stood grand alchemical cauldrons. This is the pill hall? Qing Er's bright eyes sparkled as she observed the scene in awe. In the ghost realm, alchemists are even rarer than in the human realm, making their status exceptionally revered. This should be the pill hall of an elder alchemist, remarked Qing Wanshu, visibly shaken by the hall's grandeur. With so many furnaces and cauldrons, this alchemist must have been at an extraordinary level. Qing Wanshu was astonished. Usually, an alchemist with just a few cauldrons would already be considered highly skilled. Here, however, dozens of cauldrons were lined up along with strange stone pillars, a clear indication that this must be the domain of a master alchemist. These cauldrons may be a facade, Xiaoyan observed, and look at those stone pillars. The glow from within them is anything but ordinary. As an accomplished alchemist, he could sense that while the cauldrons appeared to be simple, their sheer number was noteworthy. Qing Wanshu moved closer to examine the light within the pillars, which stood at the edges of the pill hall, each one dotted with air vents. The light source shone from the center of each pillar. That's the Seven Treasures glazed lamp, Xiaoyan noted quietly. The Seven Treasures glazed lamp? Qing Er and Qing Wanshu exchanged glances, unfamiliar with the term. It's an artifact favored by ancient alchemists. These lamps are said to burn for millennia and supposedly increase an alchemist's success rate in pill refinement. Whether that's true or not is hard to say. Xiaoyan added thoughtfully. So, there's such a hidden secret. The two nodded, intrigued by his explanation. Huh, Qing Er exclaimed. Are those soldiers? Beyond the furnaces and Seven Treasures glazed lamps, shadowy figures appeared, stationed as if guarding something, each positioned beside a lamp. Xiaoyan's gaze followed hers, and he noticed these figures looked almost human but lacked any signs of life, standing eerily like lifeless statues. Their skin, however, was remarkably lifelike, adding to the strangeness. There are tales of ancient puppet techniques that can preserve human bodies. These soldiers are likely puppets set to guard the pill hall. Xiaoyan explained, eyeing the unmoving puppet soldiers with interest. This place, it feels mysterious, Qing Er whispered, glancing around nervously. 18 cauldrons surrounding the center. There must be something hidden here. Xiaoyan's eyes fell upon the neatly arranged cauldrons and spoke in a low voice. Could there be some kind of mechanism? Qing Er asked cautiously, aware of the dangers in such an ancient, unvisited place. I'm not sure, but we should be careful. Xiaoyan responded, releasing his powerful soul force to scan the hall. After several rounds of searching, he shook his head. Based on his senses, the hall appeared devoid of hidden traps, and if Ghost King City's people were hoping for treasure, it would likely be pills stored within the cauldrons themselves. Perhaps I'm overthinking, Xiaoyan murmured, though his gaze still lingered on the silent stone soldiers encircling the Seven Treasures glazed lamps. Brother, didn't Father mention that treasures for ascending from Do Di to Do Xian are hidden within the Ghost Moon Well? Qing Er pondered aloud. Father never actually entered here. His discovery was more of an accidental sensation, so perhaps he was mistaken. Qing Wanshu replied, his own scan turning up empty. Well, let's check the cauldrons for any pills, Xiaoyan decided. Since they had already come this far, it made sense to inspect the hall thoroughly. Although he had managed to stabilize his Do Qi Si, forming a battle core necessary for ascending to Do Xian, he still lacked a final boost. Forming a battle core required considerable energy for the ultimate breakthrough to Do Di, but the sacred flame's strength had been absorbed by the flame fiend beast, and he couldn't rely on Do Soul power until he achieved Do Xian. All right, Qing Er and Qing Wanshu nodded. Let me go first, Xiaoyan said, summoning a bluish-yellow flame to his hand as he approached a nearby cauldron. I hope you won't disappoint me. Xiaoyan paid no attention to anything else, channeling his dazzling soul power and directing it toward the cauldron. Plop. After a few breaths, a delicate jade vial appeared in Xiaoyan's palm, and within it, a pill the size of a dragon's eye slowly came into view for the three of them. As expected, there's a treasure. Qing Er and Qing Wanshu couldn't help but rejoice at the sight. This pill may seem plain, but to determine its grade, we'll have to open the vial and take a sniff, Xiaoyan said. Please go ahead, Brother Xiaoyan. Qing Wenshu smiled. All right. Xiaoyan nodded lightly at the words, holding the jade vial with one hand and attempting to open the bottle with the other. At that moment, though neither Xiaoyan nor the others noticed, the puppet guards surrounding the 7 treasures glazed lamp suddenly showed signs of loosening. Swoosh! Just as Xiaoyan's hand removed the vial's cork, the pill inside instantly melted as if it had encountered fire, dissolving in the blink of an eye. But it didn't stop there. The pill, once exposed to air, immediately merged and transformed into a colorful mist that slowly spread out. Within a single breath, the mist filled the entire pill hall, and in the next moment, it rushed into the puppet guards' bodies. Not good. Xiaoyan had noticed the anomaly as soon as he opened the vial, but despite his quick reflexes, it was already too late to stop it.